Welcome back. In our previous lesson, we covered a lot about projects that I'm going to incorporate into this lesson. So if you didn't see the previous lesson, I do recommend that you take a few minutes to go watch it. In this lesson, we're going to learn more about creating a new project. Let's begin by opening the Project dialog window. We'll left-click on the Application button, scroll down to Manage, up to Projects. The Project Editor window opens. First, let's create a new project. Click the New button at the bottom of the window. The Inventor Project Wizard opens, asks us what type of project are we creating, New Vault project or a new single-user project. Let's select a new single-user project. Single user will be the only project type available unless you've installed Vault. Let's click Next. By the way, if you're migrating from an older version of Inventor, you might have noticed that in the Project Wizard, the legacy project types like semi-isolated and shared project types were unavailable by default. Autodesk recommends that you use Vault to manage the multi-user project types. If you've got a requirement to create legacy project types, though, there is a solution here. Let's cancel out of the wizard. And let's close the project editor as well. Go to the Tools tab, Options panel, and click on Application Options. The Application Options dialog window opens. Let's go to the General tab and check Enable Creation of Legacy Project Types. I'm just going to uncheck that and cancel out of the Application Options dialog window. Let's get back to the Project Editor. Go to the Get Started tab. Click on Projects. And let's click New. Here's the wizard. Let's click Next. In the Name field, I'm going to enter the name I'd like to use for my project. That's how it'll appear in the shortcut window. I'll call it Inventor Projects. I'm going to use it as a master for all of my work in Inventor. Now we browse for a workspace folder. The workspace is where our design data are stored. And click OK. Let's select my new folder and click OK. I see the name and location below under Project File to be created. Workspace is the term used by Autodesk to refer to where you edit and save files on your computer. You should only have one workspace for your project. So basically, just choose a folder where you'll be saving your work. Inventor uses the term workspace and work group to distinguish between personal editing space and shared storage space. For the single-user project, we don't need to think too much about work groups, but you are able to set them up if you need them. Let's say if you're working with a team. Then you can store different files in different work groups as required. Here's the name of our project file and its path, extension IPJ. Let's click Next. This page of the wizard is optional at this time, but we are able to select libraries and map them to our project. This is basically the interface where we tell Inventor which libraries we want our project to be able to access. A project can have more than one library. The Inventor libraries contain files that are referenced and used in our design work, but they're not modified as part of the project. We'll be talking more about using libraries and adding files to libraries later in this section of the course. Let's select a library. Then we click the arrow that points to the right. That maps this library to our project. Select the library and click the left-facing arrow to remove it. The location of the library displays in this field here, but it's not something that you can modify from this particular window. It just displays the path of the library you've selected above. We define a new library location in a different window. Let's click Finish to conclude the wizard or Back to make any changes. And as you can see, defining a project is not cumbersome. It's actually super easy. Our new project appears in the Select Project pane. Let's select it, and then we'll click Apply to make it our active project. And this concludes our lesson about creating a new project. In our next lesson, we're going to be working in the Edit Project pane to configure the project parameters.